Erma, and I'm here today with a lady called Ursula. Now, I know Ursula, I know you work full-time, but I know you also do work in the community with the children, and the local community is Chapeltown, Leeds. So it's really quite simple. I'd just like to know, why do you do what you do with the children in the community?
First thing I would like to say is I do what I do because I believe that's what God's called me to do. And no matter how I try to run away from it, you know, it's a passion that God has given me, and that's the main reason why I do it. I also, you know, in my daytime job, I work in a school, so I'm around a lot of children, but I haven't got, well, I won't say I haven't got, but the passion is more for working with those children in the community.
So when you work with the children in the community, what is it you provide? Do you run a youth club? What is it you do for the children?
We do, on a Friday nights, we have a 2-hour youth club. Well, it's called Kids, Hope Kids Club. And we run 2-hour session of, really it's just about having children come together to be, you know, be themselves. And we do also do, you know, quite a bit of forum and praying and talking to them about how they're doing in school. And instead of us as adults telling them, you know, what to do, they will come up with things that are not so good. And what we try to do is let the children answer those questions and try. And, you know, some of them will say, well, next week, if somebody bothers you, just ignore them or tell the teacher, or, you know, so we're trying to get them to come up with the answers so that they can help each other. And then when they come back the following week, we will say to them, did it work? Did it not work? And, you know, we'll find out what, you know, so that they're actually teaching and helping themselves. Yeah.
And I suppose that's a really good skill to have, really, for the young people, to be able to go out there and practice and to be able to come back and for them to share it with you. I think that's really a really good thing to do. Now, is there anything else that you do in the community? I mean, I know you do lots of things and you're very busy, and you do the youth club. And is there any other community?
At the moment, well, this year we ran our first Hope Kids Club Bible Vocation Summer Scheme. You know, God had laid it on my heart to do it maybe 3-4 years ago, and I was like, I can't do it, I can't get stuff together. And he kept pushing me and saying, you can, you just take that step and he will provide everything. And he did. And what we do there, we'll do, for an hour, we would do Bible stories so that the children get a little bit to know about the characters in the Bible and some of the stories in the Bible. And then we would have a wake up and praise where they would do songs and dance. And then in the afternoon, you know, we did just crafts activities relating to those stories. And then for the last hour, they would choose really what they want to do, games and sports. And then this half term that's just gone, we did another one down at the Thomas Stanby Sports College, which was similar. We did the Bible vocation in the morning, and then in the afternoon we went down, we did the sports with another group called RABS. So we joined 2 community groups together, which was wonderful. Yeah.
Well, that's really nice, because I'm glad you've mentioned Rabs, because I'll be speaking to him a bit later on and finding out how you know, you sort of brought the 2 together and how that works. So that will be fantastic. Now, the cost of the play scheme, because I know it's really quite expensive for, you know, when it's a holiday time, parents are kind of worried about how much it's going to cost.
Well, that is something I will answer for you. We own, well, am I allowed to say how much we charge? Or
yes, I think that would be cool.
Well, basically, we only charge £3 a day. I don't think you can go anywhere else and get a full day for £3. They do bring their packed lunch, and even on the last day, we still use that money to give them a meal. We joined with RABS and we had a meal together, and the children were able to socialise together. And, you know, quite a few people came on board and said, you know, that is too little. You can't be charging them £3. You know, £3 for an entry fee, but you need to charge them like a registration fee. And I said, well, that makes sense actually. And God said, no, that's not what it's about. And I thought, well, I'm not going to argue with God. So that's what it is, £3 for the whole day. At the moment, we don't have any funding, and I'm not sure if that's because it's a Bible-based. We may need to get funding from the church, but I'll look into that, and I'm sure God will open doors for that. But things have been provided, you know.
So this is just off your own back. Really.
Yeah. And the staff that's come on board, they've come on as volunteers, knowing that, you know, there's no funding to pay them, but, you know, they've given up their time. So it's all of us working together for our children.
Well, you know, I think that's really fantastic what you're doing, and I hope you keep doing what you're doing, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, because I think it's what the community really needs. So I'd like to say thank you for your time. Thank you ever so much for giving up your time and doing this, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you ever so much. Take care.
Thank you.